Yo, I just came back from the dentist. Half of my mouth was numb for hours. My jaw fucking hurts from having my mouth open for like forever. And I got charged OD money. Man, I fucking hate the dentist, bro. I'm Nemesis. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, before we get started, let's talk about the song. This one is gonna be a little weird. So all the girlies know about Euphoria, and if there's something that show has gotten down, is the aesthetics, all the way from looks to sound. And I feel like we all know that whenever we hear this particular artist's voice, Labyrinth, it brings us to an Euphoria episode. It brings us to the Euphoria vibe. And I want to highlight the song that was premiered, I guess, on last week's episode. The song is called I'm Tired. That shit took me to church, bro. The song started and I was like, oh something is about to go down. Such a good song. His vocals are incredible. Okay, let's carry on. Let's not keep talking about Euphoria because triggered. Alright, so as you saw by the title of today's video, you know what we better do today. In lieu of you guys enjoying my last video's format so much, I decided to revisit that format, but now focusing on refreshing instead of on wash day routines. So for today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys 3 different occasions in which I refreshed my 4th or 5th day hair, but on each occasion I used a different type of styler. So I'm gonna be explaining the pros and cons of using each one of these stylers, why or when I would use them, and which one is my actual favorite. Before we get started, let me introduce you to the stylers that we're gonna feature on this video. So the first styler that I'm gonna be using is a mousse, and specifically this one. This is the Curl Whip from Cake Beauty. This is kind of like relatively new in my arsenal of styling products, but oh my god, it's so fucking good. The second type of styler that I'm gonna be using is a gel. More specifically, I'm gonna be using the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. This gel is fucking incredible. It is also kind of relatively new to my life, but the person who put me onto this gel was actually my curl stylist. Like when I went to get my curly cut the last time I did, this is what she used to style my hair, and holy shit, it's so good. And the third and final styler that we're gonna be testing out is gonna be a cream, of course. The one specifically I'm gonna be using is my absolute favorite, the Hold Me Softly Style Balm from CURLSMITH'S. When it comes to creams, you can either opt for a defining cream or a leave-in conditioner depending on what type of hold you're looking for, but essentially they both kind of work the same-ish. The point is that it's cream. It's a cream, so they're gonna perform very similarly. So without further ado, let's carry on to the first refresh day. Hi, welcome to the first refresh routine. All right, so right now we're gonna be dealing with some wild and crazy 4th day hair that has lost a lot of structure. It's kind of just all over the freaking place. There's some very stretched out pieces. There's some curl clumps that are hanging on for dear life. So let's obviously start by wetting the hair. I'm gonna start by first wetting the ends of my hair because that's where my clumps and my definition really lives. And then we'll move on to wetting the rest of my hair. You don't have to get super close to the root, but maybe like eyebrow level. And after wetting, I'm going to first glide down the water to prevent frizz from acting up again. If I wet my hair and go immediately into scrunching, that's basically like scrunching the cuticle of the hair upwards and therefore activating frizz. This is why a lot of curl specialists always advise to be very careful with the way we scrunch up our hair while we're styling or while we scrunching out the crunch, because this motion causes almost instant frizz. And I am not a frizz hater because I love the volume that it gives, but I don't want it while my hair is still wet. All right, now that our hair is properly wetted, let's move on to the star of today's refresh routine, mousse. There are so many benefits of using mousse to refresh your hair, all the way from like how lightweight it is to how much bounce and volume it adds back to your hair. But specifically on this routine, I opted for a mousse because I had a pretty product heavy wash day prior to this refresh. So I wanted to use something lightweight enough that was going to add volume, bounce, definition back to my hair without overwhelming my very fine wavy hair. And this particular mousse from Cake Beauty is exactly that. So after applying everywhere and doing a little microplop, I did activate a little bit of wet frizz, but honestly it's really not that bad, and once I diffuse it'll be barely noticeable. I am back. Hair is dry and looking way better than this mess. All right, let me give you a little bit of a closer look. We're looking good, okay? We're looking good. This is the reason why I really have been enjoying refreshing my hair with mousse, because mousse has just this ability to give you this bounce and this type of volume and this type of, like, there's no other word, the word is bounce. And another reason is that since mousses are so airy and so lightweight, it doesn't feel like I have product overload. I am so sorry for this lighting, bro. Let me move. Okay, sorry, I had to close my curtain. Anyways, let me give you a back shot. In my humble opinion, honestly, I think it looks just as good as some of my wash day results do, which, I mean, for 4th day hair that has been on a fucking bun for 2 days straight, Oh, also, how the fuck did I forget? I got no cast. I haven't applied oil because I didn't need to scrunch out any crunch. That's how lightweight this mousse is, bro. With this result, I am able to probably extend my wash day results for at least 2 to 3 more days. So yeah, I'll see you on the next refresh, babes. Hi, welcome to refresh number 2. Okay, this refresh is going to be almost the opposite of the first one we just had. As you can see, my hair honestly does not look bad at all. There is still some definition there. There's just a lot of poofiness because the wash day that I had prior to this day was very light in product. All I used was just a little bit of cream. I just wanted to get in and out of the shower and live my life. So this refresh is going to be a little bit more elaborate. I'm going to be dividing my hair in 4 sections, how I usually do on my wash days, and I'm going to be using a gel instead of a mousse today. In my opinion, gel is the best styler if you want to really work on activating those very juicy curl clumps instead of the more like loosey wavy situation that I had at the beginning of this clip. And when you pair it with brush styling or finger coiling, finger rolling, etc., whatever definition technique you like to use, it's even more effective. This refresh routine also works for those of you who do wash now style laters. If you wash your hair one day and you barely do anything to it, the next day you can simply just re-wet it, do this routine, and it'll be as if you washed your hair that day. You know what I mean? It is important though to keep the gel at a minimum. Do not try to OD or create like the strongest gel cast ever, because this will still overwhelm your hair even if you had a lightweight wash day routine prior to it. So after all of this work, obviously do some microplop and then go diffuse. All right, besties, my hair is completely dry now, but I have quite a cast. This is how it looks pre-breaking the cast, and it already kind of looks better than what I had. I mean, there's nothing wrong with how my hair looked pre-refresh. I do like the puffy look, I like the volume, but I wanted to show you how it is exactly that I re-clumped my curls after they kind of just gotten all loosey-goosey. So now let me break this cast real quick using the same damn oil. I can't get enough of this oil, and like I feel like I've used so much already and a dent barely has been made. Like this shit looks like I haven't used it, but I've been using it so often. So these are my results for today. I really like them. I am pleased, and I was able to do exactly what I wanted, which was re-clump these little curls so that it looks a bit more defined and polished instead of like puffy and like loosey wavy. And how I explained at the beginning of the clip, this refresh is done after having a wash day that was very like low in product. So by adding that bit of gel, it didn't add that much product overload because I didn't use that much product on my wash day to begin with. So it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel sticky. That is something that you should always strive for on your refreshes. Yes, you want to focus on the results that you want to get, but you should always keep in mind how much product it is that you used on your wash day so that you don't overdo it on your refresh. All right, that's it. Let's carry on to the last 4th day refresh. Okay, besties, welcome to the last refresh of this video. So on this day, my hair looked very similar to the first refresh we saw with the mousse. There's a lot of poofiness, a lot of like loss of structure and definition, but I also had quite a bit of frizz and even some knots in the bottom of my hair and even on my top sections. And this was all due to a lack of moisture on my hair. So after re-wetting the same way I've been doing, today's styler will be, you guessed it, a cream. Yay, let's add some moisture back to my hair, shall we? But as we know, creams can weigh down fine wavy hair very easily, so be careful with the amount that you use. I only used a little bit per section and was able to detangle those crazy knots I had at the beginning very easily. I recommend detangling knot by knot instead of the whole section of hair altogether, so that you end up with these beautiful defined clumps. And after repeating the same steps on the other side, I diffused and I was done. Hi, we're back with the ugly lighting. Yes, we are. I'm so sorry. I had to put on my ring light, which I hate, but it actually ties in with the topic of today's video. So as you saw, I used a cream today. I love creams, but as of late, I haven't been really liking refreshing with a cream for the very simple fact that it takes forever for my hair to dry. Creams have way more emollients than gels and mousses, therefore they have a little bit more moisture in them, and plus my hair is low porosity, which means that it doesn't absorb moisture very quickly. My hair can stay wet for a very long period of time, therefore it takes way longer for my hair to dry with a cream in comparison to when I use gels or when I use mousses. Nevertheless, the results are good. This is how the hair ended up looking after the refresh. The definition has definitely bounced back. We have less frizz. Let me finish it though. I have to put in a little bit of oil because even though obviously I didn't develop a cast because it's just a cream, I do need to seal in the moisture. Still being careful so that I don't activate frizz. I know I just talked shit about creams, but there are a lot of positives to using creams to refresh. First of all, the moisture that creams provide helps with maintaining frizz under control, which is always a good thing. Plus, since it doesn't leave that much of a cast, your hair does end up feeling very, very soft, very, very bouncy, very, very flexible. But alright, I'm gonna stop talking. It's so incredibly freaking dark. I hate this lighting. I'm so sorry I put you through this. I'm gonna pass you along to Nemesis from the future to give you final thoughts. Yay, bye. Hi, welcome back. What do you think? Was that helpful? I really hope that was helpful for you. It was fun for me to film, and it was fun for me to like actually see the results on camera, because for the longest time I have been opting to refresh my hair with a cream because I thought it looked better, but now I think I'm a mousse girl. That was my absolute favorite like refresh result and my favorite refresh routine in general. First of all, I feel like it gave me the most definition. Second, it gave me the most bounce and volume. Third, it's incredibly lightweight. And fourth, since mousse as a formula, I guess, doesn't have as many humectants as gel or as creams, it helps my hair dry faster. And that's very, very important for me, especially on refresh days. On wash days, I get it. If it takes a little bit longer for my hair to dry, so be it. It's a wash day. I am putting in the time. But for refresh days, for refresh purposes, I'm trying to leave my house. You guys tell me what you think. What is your experience? Which one of these three stylers do you usually go for? Do you prefer one on top of the other? What did you think of my results? Which one did you like better? Etc, etc. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I love talking to you guys about this shit. So that's it, my wavies. I really hope this was helpful or fun or whatever. Other than that, if you have any other video suggestions you want to see from me in the near future, leave them down below. Yes, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Also, if you want, that would be great. You can follow me on Instagram at NemesisMarion6. Also, you can follow me on TikTok. I have 2 TikTok accounts. I have a personal account which is all about humor, random shit, show critiques, show analysis, political shit. It is at NemesisMarie6, and I have a hair TikTok that is NemesisMarie_06. You can follow me on either one of those. I would really appreciate it. And most importantly, girls, boys, gender non-binaries, have a great rest of your day.